Ironwood Games, this is Marcus, and welcome to a new project. This is Prince of Persia, The Sands of Time. Let's get started. So there's a fun little thing that we can do here, but we're going to save that for a different part of the video. Let's head in.
Most people think time is like a river that flows swift and sure in one direction. But I have seen the face of time, and I can tell you, they are wrong. Time is an ocean in a storm. You may wonder who I am and why I say this. Sit down, and I will tell you a tale like none that you have ever heard. Know first, I am the son of Shahram, a mighty king of Persia. On our way to Azad with a small company of men, we passed through India, where the promise of honor and glory tempted my father into a grievous error.
No, my son.
Your Majesty, I trust you will remember your promise. The Maharaja's treasure hoards lie within.
See how he fights. Like a warrior son.
Do you think I felt regret as I gazed upon the destruction we had wrought? Or at least humility at the speed with which a world can be transformed from a good world into a hell? If you think so, you are mistaken. For in that moment I thought of one thing only. The honor and glory I would bring my father by fighting like a warrior in my first battle.
Alright, so this game came out in 2003, and this game was pretty revolutionary for its time, and is a big foundation for a lot of modern 3D action platformers we deal with today. It's pretty interesting how, as we re-examine this, how kind of off the audio quality is in certain points. Playing this with the mouse and keyboard controls right now, and it's a little weird as when I move the mouse, it shifts the camera, something that don't quite get on a controller. Anyway, so they tried charging through. That didn't work, so we have to go the long way. Go forward and press jump to jump. Hold switch from right click. Okay. Wow, this control screen's a little interesting. If we hold F, we can do first person. Let's look at puzzles. Or we can use Q. Let's look at the landscape. This is kind of an inherent consistent where sometimes you kind of need to see the whole picture in order to kind of get across. Run towards the edge, press W to jump. Look at that physics mechanic on that curtain. It's the same. There's nothing that we can really do in this early parts. We can pull out our sword, and destroy barrels, but there's nothing really in them. Right now we're just kind of going to go through this kind of physics tutorial until something more exciting happens. Ready, we have our first enemy. Okay. It's really funny because in different versions the enemies to save on memory space will just phase into the ground, but apparently on the PC version it doesn't need to do that. You played this on the PS2 back in the day, you probably remember that. Oh, come on. So old school games like this will have like change in music or an animation to signal when the combat is over and you're relatively safe, as you saw with Prince putting away sword. I love how he has a holster for a dagger and did the animation to put away the dagger, despite the fact we don't have it yet.
Many men that day sought to win honor and glory on the battlefield, that their king might say to them, as Khosrow said to Rustam, "You are the noblest of my warriors." From the moment my sword tasted blood, I knew this would not be my way. I would win my father's praise not by killing, but by being the first to find the Maharaja's treasure vault and the wonders within.
Oh, Yuri Lowenthal. This was back before he became famous doing stuff like Sasuke and Naruto and Spider-Man now. This was one of his kind of big premiere roles. This is a water thing right here, despite the fact that it's not flowing. We can use this to heal if we had taken any damage. That'll be more relevant later, as I assure you I will take plenty of damage. So just a little foreshadowing, looks like we got some more enemies that we got to battle down here. A couple spear guys. Multi-unit battle. Wall run, parkour, backslash. Do not like how the camera is getting so close on that. Hopefully that doesn't make y'all dizzy. Well, how rude there, Sky. Tell Bottom to run around and hold the special action button against the wall. A little slow-mo. Because in 2003, everything had slow-mo. Oh, that's not what I want to do. Hopefully, it'll just climb up. Nope, don't move. Prince, come on. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And over there. Destroy. Camera got uncomfortably close there while, you know, drinking water, but, you know, we're not gonna shame the camera's fetish. Ow! See the wall run parkour backslash move. Something we'll be doing often. I could go back and grab, refill my health, but it's unnecessary. Ooh. I guess that grabbing that pole is unnecessary too. So I've only played this game, I believe, once or twice, way back in the day when it first came out on the original Xbox. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do.
Wait. That's not how it happened.
Let's see how far it started me back. So it's before, well, I guess we're not going to talk too much. When we get the Dagger of Time, usually you would just rewind that, but luckily through the power of editing, I can fast forward. Be right back. Alrighty, well, You saw that fight before, nothing else changed. So... Last time I pressed spacebar, that was not the right... Oh, okay. Typical crouch button. As is a staple in these early platforming games, sometimes the controls are not very intuitive, as you all saw with my Tomb Raider shenanigans. Parkour, parkour! Ow! As I was saying before I jumped to my Oblivion, I've only played this once or twice way back in the day on the original Xbox. I'm much more familiar with the sequel to this game, Warrior Within, which we may get to. That game is significantly harder than this game. This game was very much designed to be a little bit more kid-friendly. Where that one is definitely a lot darker, a little bit more intense. There's an open map, which isn't in this.
Shall I continue my story from here the next time we're interrupted?
As well as heavy metal soundtrack, which is very attuned for 2004. So we're gonna save here. Oh, let's save.
Done.
Perfect.
I'll start the story from here next time.
It's only been 12 minutes. We'll go a little bit longer. Oh, that's using. Oh, well.
No, that's not what happened.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I gotta get Tomb Raider physics out of my head, because this is not playing quite like that. That was a comically short fall there, though, Prince. There we go. It's really interesting.
There it lay, just
Right
out
mouse
of
button.
reach. The dagger of time. There was a treasure I could carry with pride as a trophy of our victory. If I could only get there.
Well, luckily you semi-defy the laws of physics. Luckily the curtain is kind of signaling as to when's appropriate or not. Whee! Oh, traps. Spicy. Avoid spiky poles. Well... Don't have to tell me twice. Maybe the prince is into that, you don't know. In shallow water like this, sometimes it's kind of catches you off guard, but you can use yourself to heal if we had taken any damage. Oh, can't use that to walk. It will be relevant in places later. I just want to make it said point away, but it wasn't quite obvious where it was pointing. These WAS keys are gonna be the bane of my existence without using a joystick. press the landscape key, get a little bit better view of the puzzles.
Whoa.
That's not fun. Well. I'm really worried if I just fall down, it's not gonna... Okay. It's funny with, like, playing this game almost 20 years later, the advancements in platforming is making me skeptical of these very obvious kind of platforming gimmicks. So fun fact, this game is actually being remade. It was supposed to come out early, back in March of 2021, and I remember at local game stores having signs that said March 2021, and due to certain world events that has been postponed right now, it's estimated March of 2022, but we'll see if that happens. So it'll be interesting in replaying this, if it'll actually play like this, or if they're going to actually just redo the entire thing and have it be a little less stiff. So with water fountains we can refill some things. There's nothing really here for us to do. Our goal right now is just to climb up and get the gimmick of the game. Ooh. Boing, boing, boing. Aha, hello.
Sand. I had what I came for. It was time to get out. Now.
Now when we do our dagger pinning movie animation, we won't seem so stupid. The slight tank controls are a little weird.
Whoa.
Oh.
Father, I have brought us honor and glory.
Your Majesty, you promised me my choice of the Maharaja's treasures. That dagger.
Surely you won't deny the lad a souvenir of his first battle. You may have your choice of all the Maharaja's other treasures. Except that hourglass. That will make a fine gift for the Sultan of Azad when we pass through his city. And some exotic animals for his menagerie. And a few dozen slave girls. Yes, that should be enough. I want no animals or maidens harmed until I have chosen. Let it be known, King Sharaman is merciful in victory.
Trust not a man who has betrayed his master, nor take him into your own service, lest he betray you too. I learned the truth of this to my sorrow. the day that we arrived in Azad as the Sultan's honored guests.
My friend.
Friend, your visit brings joy and honor to my poor and humble dwelling. If only you'd given me time to prepare a proper welcome.
The glories of Azad are famed throughout the world. And yet, the best is yet to come. I give you the Sands of Time. May the friendship between our kingdoms endure as long as time itself.
The sand, why does it glow?
I can tell you. Inside the hourglass is a marvel that no living man has seen. Alas, only the dagger can unlock the sands of time, and it belongs to a greater one than I. A young prince, dearer to his father than all the wealth of India. Perhaps he will oblige.
No. No! Stop!
Is it made to do this? Alicia Sigataha!
Stop saying.
Give me the dagger.
No.
You have unleashed the sands of time. I can undo what you have done. Give it to me.
Silly you, not seen in their elders. Prince of Persia was doing zombies before zombies were.
Prince, use the dagger.
Oh, ow, ow.
Strike with the dagger. Take his sand.
This is the gimmick.
Now,
More sand.
finish him.
Each time they struck me down, they rose to fight again. I soon realized that only by taking into my own dagger the sands that possess them, could I liberate them from their monstrous living dead.
Alrighty, so this is a save point. Each save point will get a premonition as to some upcoming puzzles and just kind of hints to kind of keep us on the right track. And as you can see, we can replay them at will, but this will be a good place to start for today. So, thank you so much for joining me on this adventure back in time, through the sands of time. Please, as always, like, comment, subscribe, do the hokey pokey in the comments, and we'll see you next time. Take care.